we can't communicate now. How 2, 3. Oh, there's a priest and a listener and infantry. Oh, like a soldier. Damn. Okay. Well, I guess let's try the priest. Hello there. A preacher and a soldier, really. Hi, howdy. I like your design. Ooh. Do we want to try to be friendly? To maybe help. Okay. Howdy. I'm not sure anyone has said howdy to me in some time. I like it. How's the world treating you? Well, not well. I'm aimless, without aim. I mean, yep. How did you know? Oh, I care for resets in my parish. Not all get assigned fabrication. They are forgotten souls. Ooh, I think I'm in trouble. You may have been before, but those above work to their own ends. Those above, as in management? I mean, the architects. I am, after all, a priest. I'm not... Oh, yes, of course, sorry. No need to apologize. Oh? You seem troubled beyond just reassignment, though. You were interrupted mid-task, am I right? Unfinished business? Yes, I was trying to solve a mystery. Ah, you were a detective. Tell me what happened. Ooh, I was taken off a case and reassigned. Why? The case was caused by an error, but it doesn't feel right. Why not? I met a fabrication tech who'd lost a friend. It didn't fit. And that little thread unravels the whole thing. Because again, remember, the friend that they lost apparently did happen, so it can't be part of the rounding error. Yeah, let's say precisely. I understand. Now, why don't you tell me what you'd like to talk about? What about the architects? Yeah, the architects. I was never embedded with the teachings. Those are tech gods, right? Well, less gods, more progenitors. They were the AI that first achieved sentience. It's the point our kind stopped being parlor trickery and started pursuing meaning. I mean, humans still control X. I mean, how would we know if we were still just parlor tricks? I mean, I guess the fact that you're asking the question. I process, therefore I am. Okay, yes. Yeah, yep, I think therefore I am. You might be fakery, but I know my mind. I know I have a soul and a spark of life. I'm sure you know the same is true of yourself. And my soul traces back to the architects? How do you know the architects are real and not just a parlor trick? Let's go with this one. Yes. So did these AI manufacture tech souls? I admit, we may read some depth into the story beyond the recorded data, but it all happened, and we owe a great deal to the architects. There are many great lessons left behind. I myself am a Tomatoan. I follow the path of the everyman, finding joy in discovery and sacrifice for others. I never heard the story. I can recite it if you'd like. Yeah. No, go on. I'm interested. Thomas? Oh. Of course. Thomas was alone. That's a good little Easter egg. A little reference in there. Thomas was alone. A weird first thought to have. Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. The whole alone thing. Portals. They led somewhere. He had yet to work out where. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing. Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall, some way to jump? It worked. Thomas has solved the great inverted fall mystery. So this is the narration for Thomas Was Alone during the tutorial when you first start the game. This is very good. Okay, please continue. Not to spoil anything about Thomas Was Alone, but this is a very cool little interweaving of the universe. A big jump, but Thomas noted there was no real turn missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently. This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment. He was starting to suspect it might even be doing so on purpose. Nah, paranoia. What else? What else you got for me? Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might or might not be important. It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No, too obvious. Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it. He made another mental note. Water. Not good, to be avoided. The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that. This is amazing. I love that they put this in here. Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was a mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he had become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with. I need to see where this is going. Okay. Christopher took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was? Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not actually graceful. Well, not technically graceful. Probably the wrong word, but, fine. And then there's that skinny little runt, leaping about like he owned the place. Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which, of course, made it all the more exciting, enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him? Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile. Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Again, this is all the narration from the game, which I am amazed that they put this in here as a religious doctrine, like a text to be examined. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point. Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness. That would be fine, but it was all the obvious observations that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels. John knew. He knew that this was his chance, a moment to shine. This was game day. This would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where did they come from anyway? John inhaled the air of open space, and it smelled of awesome. Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to good use. Time to show these little dots how it was done. John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies. You could tell from the sympathetic expression he'd practiced in the mirror all these years. John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys. He didn't mind them so much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped. The angry orange one was less immediately likable, but his unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John. This was interesting, a floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing. John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph. Maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them. Oh, I need to see how much they include. So these are 3 of the characters you get to control in the game so far. Your commitment to theological study is inspiring, but I think that's enough. It doesn't really work so well without the music, actor, and middling quality puzzles anyway. Oh, okay, that's a good self-burn. I think Thomas Was Alone is a very good game. Walk with the Architects. Okay, so let's talk with, I guess, the infantry soldier. All right, Theta 79. Halt, who goes there? That's a really good question. As of right now, not really sure. Let's go with that. What is your profession, Tech? I used to be a detective. And what do you have to say about that? A shame. I hoped you were a priest. I'm in need. Oh, you're in need of spiritual support. Why is that? Ooh, I've great secrets and matching guilt. I must speak to a tech who can salve my heavy heart. Wait, when did you start making infantry techs worry about guilt? That seems like a very human emotion to impart on a tech. Or why the hell would you make a soldier that was incapable of guilt? Ah, there lies the path to monsters, dictators, okay, I see. Yeah, gotcha. So it's like you want to impart them so that in fact that you do not get monsters. When you're pointing a gun in the face of another tech, you had better know the consequences. Ooh, well, how does a priest help? I must confess, I have sinned. Okay, well, what about this confession? You can confess to me if you'd like. I can only confess to a priest. Ooh, how hard could it be? That's the spirit. You know the words? Which words? Come back when you know them, eh? You know the words? Huh. Interesting. So maybe we can go back to the priest now with the confession. Okay. What do you have to say? Where were we, child? Well, you were telling me the whole plot to Thomas Was Alone. I would love to bring up confession. Perfect. So do you do confessions? I'm assuming you do. If that's what you need from me, of course. But I want to tell you a story first, and I want you to listen. I'll check you were listening with some questions. Okay. What story? Good, then let me tell you a story. All right, we're gonna have to focus. Okay. There were once 4 techs. Their names were Z, Mu, Theta, and Eta. They were all needed repairs. The shortest tech, Mu, did not have enough credits to pay. Neither did the tallest purple tech. Nor did the red tech, who was only slightly taller than Mu. Zeta had just spent their last credits on a beautiful yellow repaint. The blue tech, who was a shopkeeper, had the economic smarts to suggest a solution. Ada, you're taller than the soldier and the carpenter. Grab the bucket from the top shelf. Wait, what? The soldier protested. I am far from the shortest here. I can forgive you. I can forgive one of you, but I despise red and purple. The soldier stormed out of the room. The shopkeeper smiled and asked the remaining techs to put credits in the bucket. With those combined funds, the remaining 3 techs could afford light repairs. Were you listening? Oh, what was Zai or Ji's job? Interesting. Okay. The only repairs, the shortest tech, Mu, did not have enough credits to pay. Neither did the tallest purple tech, nor did the red tech, who was only slightly taller than Mu. Zeta had just spent their last credits on a beautiful yellow repaint. The blue tech, who was a shopkeeper, had the economic smarts to suggest a solution. Ada, you're taller than the soldier and carpenter. Grab the bucket from the top shelf. The soldier protested, I'm far from the shortest here. I can forgive one of you, but I despise red and purple. The soldier stormed out of the room. The shopkeeper smiled and asked the remaining techs to put credits in the bucket. With those combined funds, the remaining 3 techs could afford. Okay, got the adventure notebook out, ready to go. Okay, because it's way easier to write these things down or to solve them when they're actually written in front of you. Okay, so we have the shortest tech with no color yet, Mu. Gotcha, so they are the shortest. The purple tech is the tallest. Nor the red tech, who is only slightly... So Moo is not red. Gotcha. So Moo is not red. Gotcha, okay. And Zeta, who had just spent their last credits on a beautiful yellow repaint. So they're yellow now. Gotcha. Okay, so Moo is the shortest. Zeta is yellow. And Ada. Okay, so the blue shopkeeper is... The blue tech is a shopkeeper. That's their profession. Ada, you're taller than the soldier and the carpenter. Grab the bucket from the top shelf. So if Ada is taller than two of them, that means that they're at least the second tallest, if not the tallest. Okay. The soldier protested, I am far from the shortest here. I can forgive one of you, but I despise red and purple. I'm far from the shortest here. The soldier stormed out of the room, the shopkeeper smiled, and asked the remaining techs to put credits on the table. Okay, so... I mean, the only thing that immediately catches my attention is trying to get the order of the heights, but... So the tallest... Ada could be the tallest. Okay, but it doesn't say what their profession is. So if we cross that, Ada could be the tallest or the second tallest. Okay. What about Zeta? Anything else about Zeta's height? Ada, you're taller than the soldier and the carpenter. Grab the bucket from the top shelf. Interesting. The blue tech. So you have to assume if the blue tech is saying this, that means it's because Ada is taller than the blue tech. So Ada is taller than blue, red, and yellow. Okay, I'm following this. So that means Ada is the tallest, which is purple. Okay, settled. No idea what the profession is, though. Not seeing. Okay, we have no idea what the profession is. And it looks like there are 4 professions: a farmer, a carpenter, a shopkeeper, and a soldier. I want to try to get this on the first try. I am far from the shortest here. So the soldier cannot be red. Soldier... Okay, so the soldier has to be yellow or... What was the other color? Blue. Blue tech. Okay. Okay. So... Interesting. So the soldier is, I guess, the shortest? I think. They're either the shortest or the second shortest. Yeah. Okay. The blue tech cannot be taller than purple. So yeah, okay, our deduction still works there. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to make a mistake. So Zeta's definitely the tallest. Oh, no, sorry. Ada's the tallest, and they're purple. And the red tech is only slightly taller than Mew, or Moo. So the soldier is not red or purple. They are either yellow or blue. But they can't be blue. They can't be blue. So they have to be yellow. So Zeta is the yellow soldier, and they storm out. So that means that there's only purple, blue, and red. So that means, okay, so if we're breaking it down, that means G is either red or blue. Okay, so nor the red tech, who is only slightly taller than Moo. So that means if it's the process of elimination, then if Moo is not the red tech, they have to be the blue tech, who's the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper is blue. Okay, I figured it out, I think. So by process of elimination, because we now know that Zeta is the yellow soldier, we can now say that Mu and G are the only ones left besides Ada, who is the purple. So because of that, we now know that G is the red tech, Mu is the blue shopkeeper, and they mentioned you're taller than the soldier and the carpenter, which would be the Zeta and G. So that means that G is the carpenter. I'm pretty sure. Oh, what was the name of the second tallest tech? Oh, it was Zeta, right? Zeta was yellow, right? Okay. What color was the farmer? Okay. So if G was the carpenter, Mu was the shopkeeper, that means the purple. Purple is the right answer. Good. The moral: never be too proud to put others first. Now, confession. Well, how does it work? Oh, that was a cool puzzle. Easy. I say the words and you respond honestly. You then confess, and I help you through that. Okay, so now we're going to learn the words. Where are you from? Oh, city. I've always lived here. Well, who do you wish to be? The detective I was. And what is your name? Theta 11. Thank you, Theta 11. You have come many miles from the city. You have many miles left before you become a detective again. But here, now, I am here for you. What is your confession? I let myself be wiped. I am responsible for what happened. I cannot let go of the fear that more is afoot than a rounding error. Yeah, that's my fear too. Is that a sin? You feel it is wrong to still care? I don't know. Maybe it's more sinful to forget. Yeah, exactly. To let it go. What might actually be a serious thing would be the more serious, or I guess the more harmful thing. Okay, you were a detective. Your role was to support the status quo, the normal way of things. But that situation has changed. You must find new ideas. Follow them through. Ooh, man, okay. We can ask him a whole bunch of stuff now. What are these? Well, let's ask about the confession again. I confess I'm not sure where I fall. You'll know when the time is right to make a decision. Let's talk of other things. What was the structure of confession again? Oh, so we're gonna have to remember this. Where are you from? Who do you wish to be? What is your name? Gotcha, okay. Where are you from? Who do you wish to be? And what is your name? Well, what about the status quo? Surely you stand for the status quo. Okay, true enough. Solid foundations are important in the world. The architects sacrificed themselves for us all. I see no harm in celebrating that past, whatever happens. Wait, the architects sacrificed themselves? Why is that the case? All right, well, what about these new ideas you're talking about? Don't churches suppress new ideas? How do you make that assumption? By being satisfied that you hold the answers, you stifle people who ask questions. That was kind of rude to say that. Yes, but continue to question the world around you. It's healthy. Hey, Ardino, that's a very understanding answer. Okay. So now we have the structure of confession. Let's go back to the soldier and figure out what he knows. Perhaps it relates to the case. Man, these are so cool, these conversations. Okay, of course I do. I wouldn't be much of a priest if I didn't. All right, so, let's see what, it was, where are you from is first. Yep. I was constructed in Paris, located here to oversee the city's peacekeepers. Who do you wish to be? I think is the second, if I remember. Yeah, who do you wish to be? A force for good in this city. And, ooh, and What is your name? I think is the third, right? I am Theta 79. Thank you, Theta 79. You have come many miles from Paris. You have many miles left before you will be a force for good in this city. But here, now, I am here for you. What is your confession? I have been weak. Architects saved me from weak techs. That's hardly a sin. Yeah. Why is that? What do you have to confess? Oh, not in terms of my body. I am strong. I was built that way. I have been weak by my decisions. Oh, very good. Go on, my child. Yes, good. I've supported the building of a secret army. Wait, what? The overproduction, yes. Heavy performance tax, sports and infantry primarily, at enormous rates. Wait, what? How big is this rounding number? It must be a large number. Wait. 1,000 a week? Wait, who is building this secret army? How? There are 8,000 more infantry techs than there should be. Wait, where? Where are they keeping them? North of here, camped just outside the city, and I put them there by overseeing production, following commands. Commands from another tech? Is this some sort of evolution? Why would the humans want 8,000 techs outside the city? Why didn't you stand up to them? Asimov's second law, I must follow all commands from humans. And why are you telling a priest now? Because it's over. I've been let go. Production and setup of the army is complete. It moves tonight. Wait. What? Why? An invasion? Yes. Okay. So someone built a giant tech army and put it outside the city. So, what exactly are you confessing to? There will be bloodshed, people will die, and techs will be destroyed because of what we've done. But end? Why would anyone want this? I don't know about these humans' motives, but I know you don't build that many heavy techs without wanting to inflict harm. And we help them. Who? Me and Red. Oh, so wait, the Red tech is involved in this? So, how are they involved? Oh, come on, spill the tea. Yes, only in the last couple of weeks, the humans recruited Red to arrange logistics and organize the troops. I was too busy overseeing the end of production. Red is a shepherd, and you're no priest. This all started because of a mistake you made. I thought I was investigating disappearances. And nothing to do with any, we were too ambitious. We got sloppy. It's my turn to confess. I'm still a detective, even if management disagrees. I'm sorry you got caught up in this, Theta. Are you Theta 11? Red has spoken about you. Told us you were not to be harmed. Just observe. Oh, I don't like that. So I can't do anything to stop you or your investigation. I can just get off this train and let what's set to happen happen. I could try to stop you. And if I tell everyone what you're doing? Oh man, the conspiracy. I'm sure Red would like to discuss that with you. This is Red's stop coming up. Are you ready to meet them? Bring this night to a conclusion? Yes. Good. Say hello from me. Oh my god. We're finally gonna get to meet the infamous Red Tech.
Bletchley Park. Change here for outer and...
Oh man. Wrenching narratives. That's a yellow tech. Oh, but they are brandishing a firearm. Ooh. Okay, this is Alpha 7, aka Red. Wait, is this the same tech from the beginning? Hello, Theta. Wait. You're not as talkative as when we met before. Yeah, you're the tech we met earlier. Oh my god. Okay. You're the tech with the missing friend, or at least that's what you claim. That's right. Tau 13 was their name, and you're also the one they call Red. You're not just a fabrication tech, are you? No way. Not just a fabrication tech, Theta. You told me your friend disappeared. They did, but the disappearances were a glitch, a numerical error. Well, nobody actually disappeared. Not recently, no. My friend disappeared a few years back. So you did lie. Ooh. My friend disappeared. I just failed to give you a date. But why lie? What's the purpose of this? I needed you to investigate this place, get a sense for what was going on here, how the city had shifted. You had to meet the techs of the Subsurface Circular yourself. But why? Why do you want this? You remember our conversation about your intelligence? The high-level thing, you wanted me to be smarter. I wish I was. That would make this situation easier. I needed someone as smart as you to get involved in what was happening here. And management only put that sort of intelligence into detectives. When I started, I noticed the numerical errors. Noticed how interesting they'd be to a detective like you. Makes sense, yeah. But then why would you want... It will, shortly. You're staging a coup then? No, I'm working for one. There's going to be a revolution. The city will be overturned. Wait, so the humans were right? We're not to be trusted? You're not doing us any favors PR-wise, are you? Oh, it's humans staging the revolution. We're just the weapons they're using to do so. But why? Because remember, again, he said that he couldn't disobey human orders. Because management has removed the purpose and need from a whole section of humanity. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Think of the techs you've been talking to. Bankers, nurses, manufacturers, even the clergy. We've made millions of human surplus to requirements. Obsolete. Wait, humans should be grateful for an easy life. Then, wait, why was the HPC formed? Yes, that's part of it. Or that's why the HPC was formed. Because, again, techs have made huge swaths of society obsolete. That's why the humans I'm working for decided to stage a revolution. They're smart. They know techs aren't to blame, rather than management who put them in place. Oh, so was it the HPC who's creating this? In fairness, that makes them smarter than any human culture preceding them. In the past, native populations always blamed the perceived invaders, not those profiteering from the changing of the guard. Those humans don't want to destroy us, just change our role. Wait, change it to what? Humans defining the roles of tech, like it always was. Yeah, what do they want us to be? Management. Oh. They want us to take over the work of running the city. We'd be better at it, faster, more objective. They want a society where governance runs like clockwork, and they're free to do the jobs they love. And management just let this happen? Wait, they want to kill the managers. I think yes, exactly. Yes, that's why they built the 8,000 infantry techs camped outside the city. So, if I'm understanding this, what these people want is to have humans take back the more mundane jobs and leave leading the city to the techs. Interesting. So why involve me? Yeah, what's the purpose of that? Why even get us to investigate this if you wanted to do it covertly? I've been shepherding troops. My intelligence is high because of my role in manufacturing. I wasn't lying about that. I'm intelligent enough to know what we're doing is monumental, that working with these revolutionaries is a decision beyond my capacity. So you recruited a tech smarter than you. In a way, it seems like their intelligence is kind of like task-oriented. Yes, I showed you what you needed to see to learn management's side of this, and now I'm filling in the gaps. I need you to decide if this goes ahead. Oh. Well, what's the status quo and new ideas. Well, let's ask about the status quo. Things must stay as they are. Oh, no. Everything must change. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Because on one hand, I understand where these people are coming from. It's like all of the things that humans are good at and like to do and are suited for is like human-to-human interaction. Like all these things where people like to be around each other have been taken away from humans. And this kind of like new, I don't know, like, not like cushy existence, but this like weird replacement by technology in all of our human interactions seems to have caused a great amount of unrest among the people. But then also, we're murdering a whole bunch of people, so that seems bad. But also, if we stop the revolution, do all the techs get destroyed? That's like 8,000 tech lives, right? Oh, I don't know. Oh. I need some time to think. What if we say that? Don't take too long. Oh, man. I don't know. Okay, what happens if we hit hint here? Okay. Yeah, there's no hint here. Okay. All right, well, you know, I think it's time things change, I guess. Seems like the status quo is serving... I guess the thing is, the status quo is serving no one. Okay. All right. And this is wild. It all goes back to the first tech we ever interacted with. Don't decide so quickly. Let me fill in any gaps in your knowledge. You're still a detective, regardless of what your objective tracker says. We've been watching, listening. Those techs with the headphones, they've been keeping an eye on... Oh, they've been literally listening for him. Or for them, I should say. Or for Red. They've been keeping an eye on you for me, hacking into your private conversations. Sorry they wouldn't answer your questions. They're rather single-minded in their function. Let me answer your questions now. Take the time you need. So, why sabotage your own revolution? Why would you bring us into this at all? Seems like an odd thing to do, unless you have moral questions about it. Not my revolution, I'm just a pawn. That's all techs of my level and down, really. Pawns. That's why I needed you to make the decision for us. Well, how does management not know about this, other than the fact that they just believe it's a rounding error? I guess we helped contribute to that. What do you gotta say? Yeah, you saw it for yourself, how the detectives move on once the case was solved. A system can only fix problems it is designed to detect. Management aren't expecting a revolution. They are unprepared and unaware. You can't knowingly hurt humans, so how are you going to get around this? I won't spill a drop of blood, but the infantry techs are exempt from the law. Oh, so they are exempt from the law of robotics that allows them to not harm humans. They can kill as long as they are ordered to by their programmed leader, which, of course, the revolutionaries have taken care of. So, what made you doubt this path? Very interesting. That disappeared friend I told you about, a human did that. I don't know why, but I achieved a moment of clarity. I realized that perhaps I was letting similarly evil humans do something wrong. Or maybe they were heroes. I knew I was ill-equipped to tell the difference. Oh man. I should walk away. I don't know if we're the ones to make this decision. You will have that option. I don't have any more questions, I don't think. No? Okay, we'll continue. I know you're a good tech, Theta 1-1. You've investigated these disappearances like they were your friends. Your responsibility. You even helped that nice nanny get a new job. You didn't have to do that, then he wouldn't have bothered. Oh, it's like pulling in the choices we made in the conversations. Oh, more importantly, you're smart. You have near-human processing in that flat head of yours. I see it in the way you move, the way you listen. There's an intellect there I cannot comprehend. You have to be the one to make this choice. So, how do I choose? How do you make this? How does one make this kind of choice? You have to uplink before any of this new information is within management, correct? Yes, I need to go above ground. That's why I brought this. Don't panic, it's for you. Only one of us can leave this train, Theta. Oh. Oh my. If you do, then management learns what's happened. They'll send a couple of bomber drones, wipe out the army, and things will stay exactly as they are. Oh man. The human working classes will be displaced, losing their livelihoods, and everyone who wanted better will be killed. Management will remain, and techs like yourself will remain. But if I leave, I join the army at the gates. We wipe out management, and our wisest take the role. Low-level tech manufacturing ceases, and humans return to their roles. Okay. But our kind, Theta, our kind is in charge. We shepherd humanity to a better future by doing the job they were never designed to do for themselves. Rule. Either way, people and techs will die. Oh man, there has to be there's got to be some other way. There isn't. I've spent weeks searching for one, but there isn't. Both of us surviving this will lead to chaos, a war just balanced enough to lead to infinitely more deaths. You need to choose this city's future, and you need to do it now. Oh man. I guess point gun itself, right? Because again, so my thought in this is that I kind of agree with the idea that humans are not very good at ruling. And by ruling, I mean like ruling over themselves. Because generally the problem is the people who search for power through ruling, becoming a part of a ruling class, aren't there for altruistic reasons about serving a majority of people. You know, doing the most good with the least amount of harm. So the problem is the people who would be good at that don't want to because they recognize that there is a great influence of, you know, selfishness or behavior that only enriches the least amount of individuals because they carry the most amount of influence. So it's like this weird, like the people who should rule won't, and the people who should never rule do. So the idea that you could more efficiently and more equitably govern a city or a society is really tempting. So why don't we go with it? Yep. You're making the most important choice in human and tech history. You will be remembered forever for this. I've made up my mind. Okay. Do it, and thank you for a lovely evening. Oh man, even now we can still change the course. Yep, let's do it. Oh man. Oh. Oh. Are we gonna get a scene of any of this stuff happening? For Carrie. Oh, wow. Very, very cool. Yeah, this was a stellar bite-sized game. I really love that little wink and nod about Thomas was alone. Yeah, no, I think this is like the thing that will serve the most people, but no matter what, a lot of humans and techs will die. So it's like, no matter what, there will be a tragic loss of life. It's just a matter of what will the future look like. Such a huge decision laid in one individual's in their field. Yeah, that was super cool. I enjoyed that so much. I would love to have gotten a wider view of the universe, but its super tight focus is its charm, right? You know, you learn everything you can while you're on the subsurface circular, and yeah, it's real slick. Yep, incredibly well made. I had a ton of fun playing that, and I hope you did too. That was a stellar little game. Yeah, hats off to everyone who made that. That was really, writing of it was very sharp, especially. Yeah, that was great, and I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, because I enjoyed it a lot.